Okay, so this is the introduction video of Omega AI. Everything that you will get, what to expect, and how to actually properly use it. Because I had people in the past, or still now, they still buy this app and they don't know how to actually use it or even use it in general, and they just pay for it. So this is basically everything you get when you get the Elite bundle. Okay, so when you first log into OpenAI, Omega AI, then you will see this homepage. Okay, you will get your first opening quote of the day, which changes every time you log in. There's a whole bunch of quotes, and we're still adding more. Okay, now you'll get the most featured post that me myself will feature on there. So right now it's actually my post over Zeta, but something that changes other people's posts or whatever. Just any post I see on X that I think needs to be shared, I will post it right there on the front page for you. Now, for Elite members, you also get the link right here to join our private Telegram, which is right here, our chart program. We have currently 17 members in it. It's pretty active, and we post nonstop charts there with charts request, so I get chart anything you want, and so on. You have your progress review over your course. You have your section progress right here. And that's basically the homepage. You got some other links down there. Our support is just DMing us on X. But this is basically the homepage. Now, we have blog post here, which we had blog post up. We currently have an error with it, but it should be up by today. And then we usually post all of our financial reports up there. Or not, I guess you can say market reports, not financial, but our predictions on Bitcoin, SPY, some specific stocks, and then some educational stuff on there too. Right now they're all down, but the rest already up there will be posted, and then any more we post will be there too. That one's completely free. You don't even need a subscription for that. That's completely free. Now here's the fun part: the academy. Actually, your portfolio is really good too, but here's the academy section. Okay, so this is like the front page. You have all your courses: basic TA, Black Swan events, advanced price, advanced patterns, price action basics, so on, and then all your breakdowns of what you have completed, or the grading breakdown, sorry, and then you have how many courses you enrolled, your videos watched, and the quiz score. So if we go down to courses, you have a whole bunch of list of courses, and we're still adding more to this constantly because right now there's still a lot of information to actually grasp. But this is how you actually go through these courses, right? So first you'll read and learn what the course is teaching you, and then you'll pass a quiz at the end. And after you pass the quiz, you'll then upload all your work or what you learned on in that section to the submit charts section, which will look something like this. You'll download an image, you post it, add your ticker, add your time frame that you're on, and then select which course is in. And then when you do that, us teachers, aka me, I'm the only one grading this, it'll pop up here, and then I'll grade it. So if I've already graded 14, okay? And that is very important that you do not skip that. If you skip the chart section, you cannot pass these sections. And if you don't pass these sections, then you won't get your certificate. So after you complete so many, you get a certificate, okay? And after that certificate, you can give it to me, submit it to me, DM it to me, whatever, and then I'll review it, and then there's a prize at the end, okay? I can't tell you what the prize is, or I won't be submitting it, but you need to go in there, submit your charts, pass all these sections with at least a grade of 80% or higher to get that certificate, and also watch the videos. So if you go to the video center, we have an entire list of videos here that you need to watch: leading diagonals, Elliott Wave basics, advanced concepts, more Elliott Wave theory, more Elliott Wave theory, altcoin season, how to draw buy zones, how I know pullbacks are over, is Tesla about to soar, and yada yada. Now, after you watch all those videos, there's also a trading playbook game right now. This is brand new. We just added this, but as of right now, there is chapters. Right now, it's just a Black Swan event, but you can open it. This is mainly for PC, but you can do it on mobile, but definitely recommend doing it on PC. But you click play. It says the old all-time high that matters. So based off the courses that you have learned, which all-time high matters, aka I'll give you a free one, it's this one. And that is because that was the previous all-time high after we had a down move, or a pretty sharp down move, and we also respected it really well with the sweep. Okay, so submit answer, that's good, and now I can move on to the next one, and it should be another duplicate. Now they're all different, but sometimes they have some of the same, just to teach you a bit better. But there's a bunch of quiz or a whole bunch of mini games for this section. I might add more to it, who knows? But I'm gonna have multiple sections. My goal is to have a mini game section for every single course material in there. But so far, we just have the Black Swan events. Okay, and this was actually a lot of fun. I actually loved putting this together. It was fun doing it, trying to beat your score, and yada yada. And then I do want to add a random section where it's just every single thing all thrown at you in different orders, just so you can't remember the answers. Um, but yeah, so we have that. And then you have your grades. This is where you actually get to see your grades. My overall grade now is at 57%. And then you have all of your grades right here. You get to see them breaking down. Here's my chart analysis for it. So I submitted a chart for testing. You come down here, and then this is the feedback I'll give you. Do you nail the low of the you nailed the low or the break of structure to the downside? But one thing to keep in mind is that we cannot get a break of structure to the upside if we are already in an uptrend and yada yada yada. Okay, so you get our feedback from it. You get to read it, you get to learn it, and you can do better. And you can click charts here, and it shows you all your charts and all your feedbacks. Okay, so now let's go to leaderboard. This is still a work in progress, but you have all of your members, and then you have what place you are in. So right now, no one's ever actually submitting the charts to actually get the grade. So right now, you could easily come up here and be number one, in which there will be rewards given out. We're still working on the reward system, but you see those little trophies, and then there is going to be a reward system where you can get either free month memberships or free stuff. Okay, so there's definitely going to be a advantage to actually becoming number one on the leaderboard and actually passing your quizzes. But that's basically it. I already showed you submit charts. This is how I grade my charts. This is how I manage playbooks and so on. Now, let's go over to your portfolio. This is just a practice portfolio I gave up here for an example, but you have all the tools you need to track your actual portfolio. Okay, and this is actually so useful. I genuinely use this every single day, like not even joking. Okay, so for example, this is your total value portfolio. This is all your stocks. This is all your cash on one. So here it is. What's this number? 2.2 thousand roughly. Shows your stock holdings. Shows your cash balance. If you deposit money into your account, you can add. If you take away, you can withdraw. This is your initial capital. This is your total gain and loss, which may be roughly, but is roughly accurate, give or take. And then this is SPY year to date. Or sorry, this is SPY year to date returns. This is SPY just today. So year to date right now is 1.7% because it's a new year. Your risk gauge of your portfolio for me right now is very low. Diversity gauge is perfect. 4 stocks, well diversified. Your portfolio grade right now is a D minus for 42, and it shows you why. Okay, stock count, good stock count. Cash location, heavy cash, but it's pretty good. 60-40 rule, 0. Absolutely failed the 60-40 rule. Position sizing is also a little bit failing. And this is because my strength is ideal numbers, positions, well diversified, and I avoided meme stocks. Okay, but the area for improvement is I need a complete rebalance to achieve the 60-40 rule. 60, 70% core, 30, 40% lotto. And it's because Zeta is 17%, and it should be 15% or less. Okay. This is the current holdings of the portfolio: 40% cash, Nike, Zeta, OPFI, Lulu. And I also add in a option where you can add your option plays. Okay, it doesn't track your option plays live like it does with stocks. So there is real stock data, but there's not option data yet. We might look into that in the future, but right now, I can click edit. I can add whatever option I have, how much I paid for it, what it's worth now, and add a little description there. Okay. Now we scroll down. These are the total holdings, how many shares, your average cost, your current price, your beta. You calculate beta by clicking this. It may not be accurate, as roughly accurate. It may not be exact, but it gives you the right idea. Okay. Here's your value, total gain or loss. If you ever need to edit it because you added more, you can edit your number of shares here, buy more, your average cost per share, so on. And then you also add new holdings here. And we also added a new option that gives you the dates, which is going to be pretty valuable in the future for different reasons. Now, this is where is super good. Okay, this is your estimated returns calculator. Okay, so for example, you have all your positions. Now this takes all this data from your holdings. Okay, whatever holdings you put here will automatically put it up here, automatically calculate everything it needs to do down here. Okay, so this is your current price of what you have it at, right? And this is the current value of it. So like Nike, current price is. Oh, good. Sorry, I got that swapped. Sorry, the current price per share is $64, and your current holding is 421. Okay, which is 6.5 shares. Same thing with Zeta, OPFI, Lulu, right? It tracks all from your actual holdings, and then you can also put in your price targets, right? And I can also unselect anything. So right now, off of my holdings, so Nike is about 19% of my portfolio. Okay, current value is $64. If my price target is $100 this year, then I can go down here and see Nike. I'm expecting a 54% gain with Nike this year, which will put a 10% gain onto my portfolio for the total impact. Okay, and now if you do this for all your holdings, assuming they all go to as planned, then you select them all. It shows you all portfolio impacts. So Nike is my second biggest. OP5 is my biggest just because it's a 98% gain I'm expecting. But overall, this will be 36% gain, roughly almost 37% gain by the end of the year if all my targets are hit. Okay, so you actually get to see what your portfolio is going to be worth by the end of this year, your portfolio percentage gained, and then yada yada. Okay, now let's just say it looks like the beta is not working right now. I might even remove it. It's not completely accurate. It's roughly. It's hard to calculate it with AI, but I'll try to fix that. Now, let's just say we have something I don't like. Let's just say I don't like the current price of SPY. I can go to widgets. Okay, I can go down to SPY, hide it, and it removes it, right? So I can add it back if I want to. I hid the biggest sector, but you can add, your biggest sector. Um, Position performance, we can add that back. Portfolio beta, we can add that back. I think I removed it because it's slightly broken. I'm still working on it. But yeah, okay, so this is your precision performance. So it shows you Nike, right? Nike is my current holding. I've held this stock for 43 days. The average daily move is basically flat, which may not be right. Average weekly move is 0.21, which again, probably not right. And then your total return is minus 2.7. And then there it goes. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So average return is minus 2.8. It's probably always refreshing. And then that's your portfolio beta, right? Very aggressive, moves much more than SPY, 5.45, which is probably accurate. Now, 60-day average is 4.7, 90-day average is 5.4. Volatility, your portfolio is 7.4% volatility, while the market is 0.7. R squared, 31%. No chart yet. You can recalculate if you want to check it. So basically, how you read beta is a 1.0 is your portfolio moves exactly like SPY. If your beta is greater than 1.0, then it's more volatile. If your beta is less than 1.0, then it's less volatile. If your beta is 0, and then it's just the opposite. So like if it's negative, so if it's negative 1.0, then you're moving opposite of SPY, right? So now again, that may not be accurate. We're still work in progress, but it's currently the beta section. Now I don't want that on there, so again, we'll come back here, and I'm just going to hide these. I'll keep position performance. That's pretty good. But I'm just remove the beta for now. Okay, and let's go back. That's basically the portfolio section. Super useful. Now these are the tools. Okay, this is the stock screener, which I do need to update. But usually I'll come in here and I'll give up my price targets and where I think the stock will go within the next couple of months, and then this will give you a good look of what stocks you should be watching. Right. So let's just say we're looking for an average. Let's say we're looking for a safe play um, and we're looking for maybe a 30% return. It'll show you all the stocks that I think will give you a 30% return that are safe. Okay, right now there's NVO. We're expected a 50% return. Target price of $85. Nike, we're target price again $100. It's a pretty safe return for 54. And then Duolingo, target price is 600. This is not right at all. I need to update this because after earnings we did dump a lot. But expected price is 271%. That's not right at all. I'll fix this, but Duolingo is definitely bullish and it'll still be on this list. But I just needed to adjust the returns. Okay, there's not a way for me to have it automatically track it for me from my charts or whatever, but it gives you the sectors too of the whatever it is. But let's just say we're looking for high risk plays, then we can look at Path, which is a price target of 37, Kava, price of 110, and then OSCR for price of 28. But these are all high risk plays, right? So you may not want to be in those. Or you should look at all risk levels, right? This is not every stock on the stock market, obviously. This is just everything I have a chart for. So this is everything I have a chart for right now. There's a lot more I need to add on here, but I'll try to work more on that. Now, if we go down to some of this you don't have, but prediction history you might be able to see. I can say if targets are hit or not. Zeta is not hit yet, but pretty close. I've already had MSTR shorts hit. I already had coin shorts hit. I had IonQ shorts hit. CrowdStrike I was wrong on. HIMS I was wrong on. Really, I don't even know why I had HIMS bullish there because it wasn't. It hit my target. So I'm not quite sure on that. It might have been a test, but I don't remember. But I just marked a miss. I just kind of, I don't have really a failed play other than CrowdStrike, so I'll go ahead and just say I was wrong on it. I think it was a test though. Now I do have three more in play: OPFI, Zeta, and SoFi. Um, yeah, so I'm bearish on SoFi, but it's been chopping. We're still waiting on that play. Zeta still more to go, and OP5 more stuff to go. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Y'all might not be able to, or you might. I'm not really sure. And this is your portfolio calculator. So it's the same thing as the what you have inside the portfolio section, but it's just for a lower tier. You actually have to manually add every single stock and every single market cap, and it's just a big hassle. So with the elite tier, we automated it. Sorry, and you have all your grading criteria and stuff like that. Now, altcoin indicator is currently a work in progress, but this was by far one of the best tools I had. It broke, and I've been working on it. It's very pain. It's very very difficult to actually make a working indicator. But we had issues with APIs and stuff. But once I get this back up and working, this was absolutely phenomenal. It completely called out the ETH run it had, the massive bull run ETH had. It also called the top for ETH and top for Bitcoin. It was absolutely really really well based off my strategy. So once it gets up and working again, I'll this just should pop back up and I'll make an announcement. But that's basically Omega AI as of right now. It's just a platform to come in here, learn my strategy, give you the tools that you need to actually help you with your portfolio, and to basically act like a hedge fund, right? Here's the current pricing. Is actually freaking dirt cheap. You can get the elite tier right now for $55 a month. Everything in the app, and also the chart program, which is $10 a month separate. So elite tier is absolutely solid. It's definitely our most popular tier. I've never ever had anyone buy the pro tier. I had multiple people pay for the elite, and even yearly. For yearly, you save $120 a month. It's now $45 a month, and it's billed as $540 annually, right? Versus the 55 a month. So you save $10 a month, which is a total of $120, right? And I even might make this even cheaper, but as of right now, that's what it is. So you also have your notifications, right? So I can type out any notifications and send to all of y'all. So whatever it is, I think Bitcoin is going to crash. Like this is what we had here. You know, I had the Bitcoin prediction. I gave out a learning a alert saying we might crash for Bitcoin to see 700K, which we did. So that's basically Omega AI. There's still so much more I want to add. But if you liked it, it's free for 24 hours. You get 24-hour trial, no card required. Go and check it out. If you love it, get the elite tier. Don't recommend getting the pro tier. I would by far go with the elite. Not just because it makes me more money, but it literally helps you out so much more. Gives you chart program access. The chart program access alone is worth $50 a month, in my opinion. But um, you get the app with it too. So if you enjoyed it, get the app, whatever. That's the introduction video, and I'll see you inside the chart program.